We can start this now. All right, this is Maxi to the left and Carlo Benavides to the right. My two good friends, and we are starting the Schizo podcast episode 19. That sounded like a radio.
Parang,
How you guys doing?
parang Mo
I'm good.
Twister.
It's just funny na we're on either side of you and both of us are bald. And you have really long hair.
Oh yeah. It's just pure coincidence.
Like the
Yeah,
two
I
balls
believe.
and what comes between the balls.
Yeah, I heard I am quite the dick. I heard. But anyway, enough about that. So you're in CDO, di ba?
Yeah, we're in
And then
CDO.
Carlo is in San Juan, and I am here in Antipolo. So we are all following the lockdown, pero it's getting tough. How are you guys doing there?
I'm doing good.
What? Well, I'm in the same code for
Whoa.
2 weeks now.
He's literally speechless. That's a first.
I just left the game. Sorry. I can't put
Quit mo
it
na kasi yung game mo. Sabi sa'yo, hindi mo kaya eh.
Okay, so yeah, I haven't been washing my clothes because I'm lazy. So I wore the same clothes for 2 weeks now. 14 weeks. I mean, 14 days.
Be honest, when was the last time you took a bath?
Every day I take a bath.
Oh, really?
Sometimes every 2 days.
Okay.
Nagkataon lang
Pero
na
same
yesterday
clothes.
was the last time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, pero thanks for like introducing this game, man. Downer na yung,
Yung Dota Underlords.
downer na yung mga prophecy update eh.
Yeah, I think me and Maxi can agree now. We needed something to get you off that that the end is now thing. It's getting way out of hand, and we are glad that we introduced you to something to wrap your head around.
Instead of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sino ba yung nag-start na we should start playing? Was it you, Miguel?
Miguel, yeah.
I think it was Kev. Yung,
Nag-iisip ng game.
Yeah, Kev said parang maglaro tayo ng game. And then I said, "Oh no, we can do a Discord."
Server,
And then
right?
I suggested we do
Underlord.
Yeah, I suggested we do Dota Underlords kasi I played it before. I know you played it too before, Max. Eh. Ikaw yung nag-introduce sa akin ng Dota Underlords.
Was I the one? I can't remember.
Yeah. When I was in CDO, di ba? And then sabi mo,
tama.
you were
Yeah. When you came.
you were in a meeting tapos tapos sabi mo, boring yung meeting. Sabi mo, nagdo-Dota Underlords ka lang while the meeting was going
Let's
on.
not mention which meeting that was. They might be watching this. Di natin alam.
Yeah. Yeah, pero yeah. Actually, I told my other friends yung ginagawa natin eh, yung we play video games and then we just do a Discord and then parang get together of friends since we can't really hang out right now. So, parang they were curious, they were interested in doing something like that din eh. And they said, yeah, let's stream it daw. Para I don't really know about the streaming part. Pero yeah, I'm glad that we
Actually,
yeah.
online gaming was a good idea kasi yung parang we first met during something competitive, di ba? Ultimate Frisbee. So,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like our bond
Yeah.
to compete with each other.
Yeah. It's good na parang akala ko nga parang for fun lang nung una yung mga tao eh. And then si Carlo hindi na natutulog. Si Kia nagpa-practice. So it's fun na parang nagkakaroon ng competitive spirit yung boys.
Yun nga
And
yung
considering
funny.
we're
Si
getting
Kevin
old na.
nagpa-practice din, ha?
Yeah, I know. He said.
Si Kevin nagpa-practice
So
din.
considering now we're
Nakita.
old. Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty
The
old.
old dude gaming. Ano yung sinabi mo, Migs? You started a Facebook, what's it called? Video game creator page called...
No, I didn't.
Hindi ba? Oh, what did you, ano? You just thought of the name.
Sabi ko lang parang if we're gonna start one, meron akong magandang name na naisip, which is Dirty Old Gamers, kasi since we're old and
Dog.
ang ganda, diba? Ang ganda ng acronym eh, dog.
Start ko na yan, tapos i-invite ko kayo as admins.
Yeah. It'll be funny kasi like, I mean, we can be competitive pero we're not gonna be very good at it because yung quick twitch ng when you were young, it's not the same, and we don't really have the time anymore to play games as much as we used to before. Pero it's fun, like you have a kid, and then Kev has a kid, Carlo's gonna get married soon, so yeah, it's parang reunion of some sort in a virtual world, something like that.
Pero
And then
tingin
we
ko
can do
kailangan
Discord
may
on top
video.
of that.
May video para kita yung reaction.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, yun yung magandang part doon actually.
Yes, the interaction
Yeah, and
with
then
each other.
Gawa ka na ng bagong
Yeah.
channel, yung Dirty Old Gamers. Sa tingin ko sisikat yun.
I'll create the page, tapos add ko nga kayo para we can all contribute. to it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, maganda yun.
Bagong YouTube na Dirty Old Gamers.
Kasi I already downloaded the broadcasting software, and I was testing it last
What is
night.
that?
So it gets parang kinakombine niya lahat ng sources mo, so like the game, and then your webcam to take your reaction, and then you can put
Really?
stuff on it. Like try checking out some streamers on YouTube or Twitch, and then they'll have like overlays,
Mhm.
and that's using an online broadcasting software.
Yung ba yung Streamlabs, parang gano'n, or
Yeah,
Twitch?
yeah, exactly. Streamlabs. That's the one that I downloaded.
I tried yung Streamlabs before kasi I was planning to do streams, and kaya lang I never had that time to do something like that.
Medyo ano siya, it takes a little bit of time to set up and to figure out. Like I was trying to figure it out yesterday, and then actually they already
Maybe
I did a test stream, pero my internet connection here is pretty bad. So I have to look for a better spot in the house. Kasi naka-repeater ako dito sa kwarto eh. So hindi pwede. Sorry, what
hindi
were you
kaya
saying?
yung gaming tapos ano.
You were saying something?
Yeah, so we can try that one out, and then let's see what happens. Kasi medyo mahirap din yung streaming very competitive na yung streaming ngayon eh. Especially like we're not that young anymore, so yung learning curve might be a little tough.
We're not that
compared
young,
to...
and we don't have the right body parts.
Who's playing on? Someone's playing on your account, Maxi. Is it your brother?
Yeah, that's my brother John.
Si John.
He's better than me already. It's like his first game.
How old is John na ba?
John is 17 already. It's crazy.
Really? Wala pa pala siyang 18? Okay.
Here,
He's
right here, actually.
Niya. Hey, John. Sarap ng buhay mo dyan, Max.
Yeah.
Very relaxed.
Chill, it's very chill. And then we live in a city where, I don't know, for better or worse, our mayor is not doing anything. So it's very relaxed here.
Is there any case dyan sa CDO? I don't think there is anything reported sa CDO naman na malala.
Di ba yung Muslim?
Yeah, dito yun. But it was below 10. Like it was hovering around 9 or 8 for the longest time, and then something happened here recently, which was actually a really big scandal. There was this kid who he left the house on the day before the, di ba, general community quarantine ngayon, so people can go out.
GCQ.
Right? But the day before that came out, this kid went out
Mm-hmm.
with his friends, and then the person
Mm-hmm.
driving the car was drunk, and then they had a car
Mm-hmm.
accident, and then the kid ended
Mm-hmm.
up with his spine got like some basta it got ano, and he can't walk, like he's paralyzed now. Pero he was transferred to
Oh.
like several different hospitals. At the first hospital, they swabbed him, and by the time he got to the third hospital, they found out that he had COVID pala. So they
Oh,
had to,
okay. So maraming napasa.
yeah, so now they had to quarantine like 180 people. Hmm.
118?
180.
Oh, 180.
And
Fuck.
then like I
Yeah.
think almost half of that are doctors and nurses.
Yeah, yeah. Mga
Yeah,
frontliners
so
pa,
like
no?
mga 90. So now we're like short 100 hands in the hospitals around the city. And then I think the cases increased to almost something like 15 yata in the past week lang. And then I'm sure it's going to be even
Oh.
more because of what happened.
Yeah, kasi nakaka-quarantine lang iba.
Kaya dumami yan kasi
Yeah.
they figured out the money they're gonna get from the government for
Yes,
COVID
exactly.
cases.
That is actually true. Yung mga I don't know what it stands for, but it's SAP. I guess it's like
What is it?
It's
Salary
happening all over
Assistance
the world.
Program.
The governments are paying hospitals if there's a COVID case, tapos parang tulong daw kunwari. So
No, that's not
sometimes,
what I meant.
ano, oh,
I meant something else.
what were you saying? What was that?
The SAP. So right now the DSWD has released funds
Mm-hmm.
to people
Yeah.
like between 6 to 8,000. And yesterday was the first day that it was going to be released. And when I went to the bank
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, because I had to deposit stuff for the company, I mean money for the company, I saw in every barangay hall that I passed by, there were like hundreds, maybe up to thousands of people like lining up.
Yan yung
For the funds.
Yeah,
yan
for
yung
the funds.
socialist yung socialist agenda of giving out funds.
Yeah,
Monthly
giving out money.
money.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
in the
exactly.
States.
Ah.
Yeah.
Pero in the States,
Yeah,
yung
some
ginawa nila was contactless kasi direct to the bank accounts eh.
Oo nga, 1,200.
mm,
Medyo stupid yung sa atin.
Yeah. Ano nga talaga eh, it's really, oh my gosh. Yeah, anyway, basta it was really poorly managed. So now, we're just
yeah, and
waiting for the cases to see what will happen.
uh yeah, it's gonna be really tough kasi lalo na pag sa pera, ang daming kayang mag-take advantage eh. And like right now, there's not a lot of people trying to
Yeah.
like double check if meron ba talaga or wala kasi like they're gonna be scared to be affected kung i-check pa nila yung tao. So I don't know what it's gonna be after the GCQ is over or like after May 15 kasi I know May 15 parang we're gonna go back to work na. Like I think 'di ba tayong tatlo naman we're on business. So how would you think this COVID-19 case will change the landscape for not only maybe for the business of our businesses pero the landscape of the business world in general, if you have any comments on that.
If it,
You wanna go first, Carlo?
yeah. Well,
Sige.
if it's really gonna go back to the way it was before, which I don't think it will,
Mhm.
because yun yung trend eh. Pag whenever the government gets some of your freedoms, they're never gonna give it back. So yeah, aside from that, yung hype ng COVID, I think a lot of people will be paranoid to go to the gym, to go to restaurants,
Mm.
any business that has like a high contact rate until they come out with the vaccine that they keep on talking about. So, pero at the same time, yung mga clients namin dati na regular, nangungulit kung bukas na. Kasi yung
Mhm.
sister ko, she's like paranoid to open it up kasi syempre pwedeng i-report sa government, di ba? And then there's gonna be more penalties if that happens.
Yeah.
So, I think there's gonna be a lot. Pero the problem is, ano yung restrictions after 15? And parang sinasabi nila may quarantine pa rin. Tapos essential businesses lang yung bukas after the 15th. Hindi yan.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi kasama mga non-essential businesses. Meaning food processing, parang ganun pa rin na nakakalabas na tayo.
Mm-hmm.
So they're basically fucking up the economy, little by little. And if it goes on for a long time, a lot of small businesses are gonna die. Tapos yung mga matitira lang, yung mga
Mm-hmm.
talagang titans, yung mga Amazon, hindi naman mamamatay yung mga yun. They just need to change their business scheme. Eh, nauna na nga yung Amazon sa ganun eh, di ba? So,
Yeah. Online.
online.
Yeah, that's true.
Eh tayo, papunta pa lang tayo doon, Shopee. Tapos when this lockdown happened, biglang namatay yung Lazada. Walang delivery yung Lazada for the longest time.
Yeah, they're not prepared.
Pero online talaga yung next step would be the best business. So, nag-iisip ako food kung anong mabibenta ko online after this thing.
So is there no way to like earn money if you own a spa or your business is something like that na high human contact? Like I was actually just thinking about that this morning while I was taking a shower. Like paano kaya yung mga businesses like Carlos na is there a way to provide a spa like experience without actually touching a human being?
It's called a massage chair.
So, so kailangan mong bumili ng ganon tapos i-disinfect mo every time it's used. Parang ganon.
um, sa spa, I think they're still gonna open it up. Parang bahala na nanay ko at siya kapatid ko. Because ang hula sinasabi ko parang hindi na babalik sa dati. Imposible yung bumalik sa dati. So, if they still wanna make it work, they go. Tapos lahat ng dividends ko, i-redivert ko na to some other business. Tapos I'm gonna put it up in Pampanga. Like
Lilipat
food.
ka na talaga doon. You're gonna move and live
Yeah,
in the
because
same...
this lockdown, yung after na to, galing sa mga conspiracy theorists from some stuff they found out. So after na tong lockdown, there's gonna
Okay.
be a short window for people to breathe. Tapos magkakaroon ng second pandemic na either like biological weapon or something to spur the war with China. Tapos America's gonna release it on their own citizens. So anyways, so after na tong first
What?
lockdown, magkaka-second lockdown, then yung second lockdown, hindi ka na makakalabas not unless you take the mark, yung vaccine plus chip. Kaya etong space na to, I'm gonna move kagad to Cat's house. And
Pakapitalan mo na siya.
Mm.
You'll move
at
there
saka
na
parang
get
hindi na rin ako
married.
magbayad ng rent. Kasi I'm fucked up right now. I don't have money.
Wait, so you're gonna get married na as soon as you guys can go to
Yeah.
Pampanga already.
When I go there, papakasal na lang kami sa judge or some shit.
Bukas na ba yung courts na?
Ewan ko. Maghanap na kami ng pastor na belligerent.
Well, yeah, sa bagay na. Hindi naman kailangang belligerent. Pwede namang pastor lang eh.
Pwede ba?
I mean, like,
Basta ordained.
diba?
Basta may,
That's good
may
for you.
license. Basta may license.
Yung gusto mo kasi yung yung special pa eh, yung mid-ax lang yung paniniwalaan. Kaya mahirap.
Oo nga.
Kaya
We're
mahirap
gonna
talaga
find that
hanapin
during
eh.
this time.
Meron isa sa Valencia ba yan?
Anyway, so,
I'll cut it.
Yeah,
I'll cut it
cut
there.
that.
Okay.
okay, so, what, I actually believe there's some truth to what Carlo said about having a second lockdown. Because, for sure, we have not been doing anything to really ensure that there won't be a second wave. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we don't even have consistent testing. And if we
Pero
do, it's in like a very small part of the country, only in NCR. But the whole Philippines, like as the whole country, does not have a systematized way of testing.
kasi the
Yeah.
problem is the virus that they let out, it's coronavirus, diba? There's a lot of coronaviruses eh. Kaya there never will be adequate testing for it. Kaya magaling nga yung ginawa nilang plano eh.
What are you talking about?
Research on
I'm
coronavirus.
I'm
There's
I'm pretty sure that Taiwan has been successful in their measures because it's
Yeah.
been like I think they're still in the single digits of people who died from the
Taiwan, yeah.
virus. Yeah, and there have been no new cases for
Yeah,
like a
for
week already.
yeah.
mas accurate yung
Ano
testing
yun?
nila.
Yun nga, that's
Wait lang,
why.
wait lang. Carlo, yung audio mo parang magulo yata.
Lumakas
Is it
yung
like a fan?
air
Yeah, it's probably a
purifier.
fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
down.
Kasi yung Yossi mo.
nakasira sa
si,
nakasira sa audio.
si Carlo, marami na siyang random stuff sa bahay niya. Meron na siyang panghuli ng langaw eh.
Oh, dude, we need one of those here actually.
Grabe na naubos lahat. As in the banyo was like a flea market. It was even worse than the palengke. As in swarms
That's
of
the one that
flies.
Kevin showed that he posted online.
No, I made my own. Nasira
You
yung
made your
binili
own.
nasira yung binili ko eh, yung kay Kevin.
What's it made of? Is it a YouTube instruction, no?
Yeah. Pero
Oh.
I modified it. I just those plastic. Wait, I'm gonna get it so you can see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we need one of those here. There's so many flies in the house for some reason.
I'll show it to you guys. Grabe, punong-puno siya ng langaw. As in, sobrang
Oh, laking langaw.
Naglalakad.
Laking langaw. Naglalakad yung langaw.
So what did you use to make
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we see it. Yeah.
Ito pa isa, puno lahat. Can you see that?
Yeah.
What's in the container?
Put in like 1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, and a tablespoon of dishwashing soap.
Oh no way! And then they all fall in there and try to eat it and die.
Yeah, kasi they like fermenting stuff, kaya they like tae.
So vinegar, water. Okay. How much sugar did you say? 1 cup also.
Yeah, 1 cup each. Tapos
and a tablespoon of. What's the dishwashing liquid for?
Kahit Joy. That's to kill them, Joy. So they're gonna eat it, tapos the dishwashing agent will kill them.
Dang. Okay.
Pero put small holes lang on the container para kasya lang yung body nila. So when they go in, they're trapped and they fly around and eventually they drown or die from eating the solution.
Oh, so you just put
Kaya nilang
holes
pumasok?
inside.
On top of it, yeah. Attracted sila dun sa
Bakit kaya nilang Bakit kaya nilang pumasok pero hindi sila makalabas?
Kasi 'di ba hindi sila accurate lumipad. Parang bumblebee.
Okay.
Hindi ka parang ng mosquito accurate lumipad.
So pag pababa sila, kasi naglalakad sila pababa, kaya nila. Pero pag flying paakyat, hindi kaya.
Hindi nga.
Okay. Gets?
I have never used it.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna try that actually.
It's more effective than Kevin's thing kasi sobrang na-attract sila doon sa vinegar. Pinakamaganda apple cider vinegar. And sugar.
I've been doing water kefir. Would that work also?
No.
Probably.
Kasi sabi mo
fermented din ang kefir eh.
Um, pero malakas yung amoy ng vinegar eh. They're attracted to smelly fermenting stuff eh. So yung iba naman sa
Okay.
YouTube, they use like rotting meat.
Oh, okay.
Tae na lang, Max. Gamit ka
Gets
ng
ako,
tae.
tapos lagay ko doon. Wait, I'll need to wait to do that.
That's gonna work more than vinegar.
Tapos yung cover, ano yun? You put cling wrap, tapos binutasan mo with a pencil or something?
Binutasan ko ng Yossi. Kaya nag-Yossi uli ako eh.
But Yossi, like the end of the Yossi, the burning
Yeah.
part.
Pero you could put holes then in the actual cover of the thing with the cutter. Ang hirap nga lang. Ang hirap to make it small.
All right. That's a good excuse to go back to smoking.
Yeah, kill the flies. There's so many flies here right now. I don't even know where they're coming from. Oh wait, no, I know where they're coming from.
Pero dude, if you're gonna put it in the house, it's better to put it sa mga windows sa labas. Kasi na-attract yung flies, di ba? So they get attracted outside the perimeter of the house. So yung mga sa mga
Okay.
sa loob, lalabas. Yung mga sa labas, dun pupunta, hindi papasok sa loob ng bahay. So put like all around your perimeter. Two per side.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. So sa
Kaya pala
labas
na mo
pala.
nahuli.
So I'll keep the windows open then. Tomorrow. Right now I'm gonna zap all these MFers with the zapper.
I have zappers din eh. Like 6. It's not as effective with flies. Pang mosquito talaga siya.
Anyway, grabe, sobrang ang layo ng narating natin. So in terms of business naman, kami, we're a food company, so we've still been able to stay open. Kaya lang, our main source of revenue, which was
Is gone now.
so we had to shift to online sales. What we're doing now is 100% delivery or like 99% delivery.
Ilan percent na lang ng actual gross nyo before yung mga 25?
Siguro between 10 to 20% na lang.
Wow.
Sobrang laki ng drop. So, we are still able to keep our employees, pero we only pay, we have them come in 3 days on, 4 days off.
Dude, like,
So, essentially half na lang yung sweldo nila. Pero, wala kang magagawa. That's the only, yun lang demand eh.
invest into like online marketing, like Google ads and Facebook ads, Instagram.
That's how we're able to get sales.
You're boosting na.
That's true.
Yeah, we're doing you should check out our I'll send you a link to our site and our chatbot. It's pretty dope.
Website?
Our Facebook chatbot.
Mercedes has it.
Yeah, Mercedes.com. Right now we and I had to do so many different things in the beginning. Parang, di ba, I don't know if you remember us asking you guys if you knew like a order management system.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was able
Do
to
you have
find
that?
something that kind of worked, and then it also has an online ordering option. Yeah. So
I'll need that. Refer me to that.
yeah, I'll show you how to you should check out our site. I'll send you some links so that you can see the whole customer experience.
Sure, sige.
And then sa
Ano yun?
back end,
So yung kay Miguel, sarado na rin yung mga restaurant niya?
We don't have a restaurant. We sell food ingredients. We sell yung mga finished
Hindi, yung kay
food products. So
sa brother ni Maxi, yung pinuntahan natin sa CDO.
Miguel, my brother.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's close.
Okay.
He's close right now.
Wala
But if
siyang
you're
Si
in
delivery.
BPO,
Kanto is closed.
they're allowing businesses to open already. Pero ano lang,
Mhm.
yung mga essential businesses, and then for restaurants, takeout and delivery lang.
Is he open
Mhm.
for that? Take out and delivery.
Right now, oh, Migs, I think the wind is really,
Oh,
Yeah.
maingay sa'yo, Carlo.
oh,
Ode.
is it Carlos? So there's like a
Yeah.
really strong wind sound. Oh, my dad's here.
Hey, Tito.
See, that's where I
Hey,
get
Tito.
my preference for walking around shirtless. Ang init dito eh.
Ano nangyari kay Carlo?
Nawala ako.
Na-disconnect ka, bro. Anyway,
Alright.
so yeah, the businesses here are opening for takeout and delivery only. And then everything else like leisure, fitness, they're all still gonna be closed.
Have you read the newest news on Sweden's lockdown? I just searched Google. Hindi sila nag-lockdown, di ba? Sila daw yung may lowest death rate sa coronavirus.
In the world
Yeah.
per million.
Uh,
What's the source?
National
yeah, that's always...
National Review and Business Insider.
Business Insider.
I don't think... pero it's true naman na marami silang ano eh. They have the most... Oh, well, marami silang... Ano ba tawag nito? Infection rate. They have a high infection rate. Pero death rate nila very, very low. I think because yung mga old people nila, parang sinegregate talaga nila yung old people, and then they just let the young people live. So sa Stockholm, sa mga places na maraming youth, maraming mga students, they just let them be, basically.
Dapat nga ganun eh. Kasi nakakababa din ang immune system when you're locked inside.
I think that's because of the overall health ng tao, kasi hindi siya nag-exercise. Medyo depressed kasi nasa bahay lang, walang trabaho. So, I think that affects the immune system ng tao. Pero,
And then, nakaka-affect din yung ano eh. Kasi when you go out, you always get infected with some germs and bacteria. Imagine not
That's
going
true,
out
yeah.
for... Di ba? Kasi that raises your immunity eh. When your body is fighting bacteria every day and germs. So if you're locked down for
yeah.
a time and your antibodies aren't getting a workout from fighting off bacteria, pagkalabas natin, mas mababa yung immunity natin to those regular germs and bacteria that we were used to before.
That's only true for babies, kasi yung mga babies, they don't have the immune system to fight off yung mga bagong mga bagong bacteria, something like that. Pero to us na mga older people na, set up na yung immune system natin. So if yung mga old na mga bacteria or affecting bacteria sa katawan natin, we won't be as affected as you were saying. Pero if you're a baby, if bago pa lang yung immune system mo, it might have a drastic or very vital na infection.
Crap. So parents should be putting shit around their babies para ready sila.
Or mga probiotic, ganyan.
Yeah, good bacteria.
Yeah, they have to take something, and then not just stay at home, kasi alam mo naman yung mga tao ngayon medyo paranoid eh, di ba? So ang magagawin nila, hindi nila papalabasin yung mga bata. Pero the best way to do there, if you ask me, is just let them be. Pagka labas sila, or if they have pets, they have dogs, it's good at least na-share yung mga bacteria within the family, and then nagkakaroon ng immunity yung kid along the way. Pero pag no interaction talaga, as in nandun lang sa loob ng kwarto, nandoon lang, tapos meron pang air purifier palagi, tapos laging nag-alcohol, pag lumabas yung bata after ng lockdown, delikado.
Wow. Kailangan pala natin sabihan si Kevin.
Ayun sa baby niya.
Lagi bang ina-alcohol niya
Yeah.
yung baby niya?
I think so kasi Kevin's kind of the OC type.
Ah, that's probably tough. Kasi I have a friend like that eh. Parang pag lumabas siya ng konti, nagkakaroon talaga siya ng infection, nagkakasakit siya kaagad. Kasi nung bata siya, very paranoid yung mother niya. So lagi siyang nilalagyan ng alcohol, lagi siyang naliligo. Tapos when she got older, ayun, very very weak yung immune system niya. So pagka nadapuan siya ng bad bacteria, nagkakaroon kaagad ng sakit or infection. So the immune system is really something like you have to knock it down a few times. It's like sports. Kailangan mag-practice ka, kailangan bugbugin mo yung katawan mo para magkaroon siya ng perseverance or immunity along the way. I think that's
Tama
how
yan.
immune system works. So
That's how my dad raised us. Parang he'd let us like get really dirty and stuff. Kaya
yeah, that's why you're a dirty old man right now.
Dirty old gamers.
and that's why I'm not washing my clothes to keep my immune system up.
To keep your immune system up.
Yeah, that's definitely why you're doing it.
For sure. There's no other reason.
Anyway, I've been wanting to ask kasi I think we were talking about it sa chat group. It's all about the and I also talked about it sa podcast. Pero I'm not sure what your reaction is gonna be. Pero I think some of the Christians are like when it comes to this pandemic, there are people like maybe like you who's saying na parang okay, this is the end of the world, the end is coming, something like that, the rapture is coming.
Actually,
And
I know all of the Christian views on it kasi I watch a lot of different Christians, yung post-trib and pre-trib. So, yung mga pre-trib, they think the rapture is gonna happen now. Pero,
Wait, I don't think he's done asking his question yet.
go ahead. Go ahead, sorry.
all right,
Baka makalimutan ko kasi.
all right. I think I have this particular take doon sa podcast na I said maybe I'm not particularly talking about you, pero maybe some of the Christians who are posting about okay, Lord, take us, Lord, this pandemic is too much, I don't think we can handle it, take us already. So I have this thing na parang maybe they are, it's kind of like suicide. You want your life to end already, pero in a Christian way. They're saying to rapture. What's your take on that? If
I think it depends on the mindset. You can't like generalize everyone. Pero
yeah,
my mindset of the take me, it's not because of the pandemic. It's because of kasi the consensus is nga sa mga pre-trip, di ba? They're doing this whole COVID thing in order to start the one world government, yung sa what do you call it? The UN. You could search Google about it. It's called Agenda 21. Their plan was originally to make a one world government by 2021. Yun yung unang goal ng UN. Pero minove nila yung goal to 2030. So some Christians think na parang this is just the start of the birth pangs. Tapos mga 2030 pa dadating yung Antichrist at saka yung one world government. Some others think na this is it kasi yung vaccine na yung sasabayan ng mark in order to apply the mark of the beast. Kasi yung in-apply nga ng Microsoft na patent, it's like a chip that's connected to what do you call this? On virtual currency. Tapos parang it can track people. Tapos gagawin nilang palusot for applying that chip nung Microsoft. Kasi si Bill Gates din gagawa ng vaccine, di ba? So gagawin nilang palusot, parang it's to track people who are vaccinated. Pero if you look at the patent, kasama dun sa patent yung buying and selling, which is written in Revelation. Sabay yung patent number pa, New World 02020-666, di ba? So, why the fuck would Microsoft name a patent that way? Nonetheless, they're doing it intentionally to scare Christians or it's inspired by Satan, right? Tapos yung pinaka weird pa, gumawa ng ad si Microsoft with with the most what do you call this, famous Satanist na in the art world. She does
Okay.
spirit cooking if you research that. Pero it got a lot of negative comments on YouTube, so Microsoft took it down right away. They made an ad with
Mm.
her. Um, and it's about virtual reality, pushing virtual reality. So yung parang yung plano talaga nila for the new world order is this microchip and people staying at home, sisikat yung virtual reality. Have you seen Demolition Man?
Yeah,
No.
with
Okay.
Wesley
Not too
Snipes
bad.
and who's the white guy? Si Rocky. What's his name?
It's Sylvester Stallone and Maxi
Yeah.
Snipes.
Sylvester?
Di ba they were just all at home and they had like automated cars. Di ba Uber has the patent for op- automated cars. So yun yung plano talaga nila for the new world order. Everyone's gonna be segregated. There's gonna be auto driving cars. Everybody's gonna have a chip. And farther down the road, yung talagang purpose ng Mark of the Beast is you're gonna be connected to like a hive mind. Sort of like the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Yung AI,
Mm.
kaya may AI technology, it's all connected together in order to make slaves for the new world. And some people think
Wait lang. Wait lang. I need to clarify kung ano yung New World Order kasi you mentioned yung New World Order. And based on what you're saying, it's like they're like an organization. So Google is part of the New World Order. Microsoft is part of the New World Order,
let's
or
just
maybe Tesla is also part of the New World Order, or is this the thing,
para para hindi
or it's
para
just
hindi
a
ano
conspiracy na?
para hindi tunog conspiracy theorist. Let's just call it
Mhm.
globalism. Yun yung right term.
Okay.
So, people who want to go for globalism, kahit na nag-aaway-away sila, in the end, they're gonna join together. Kasi what happened in the Old Testament, the Tower of Babel, people thought they were doing the right thing, di ba? They thought like, let's all unite, let's all have one language, which is the English language now, di ba? Yun yung bagong Tower of Babel natin eh.
Mhm.
English yung language natin eh.
Or Chinese.
So, yung Chinese lumalaban. Pero at one point, they're all gonna join together to make this globalist, socialist new world order. Pero the question lang talaga is when. And yun yung problem nga. Tama ka, Miguel. Yun yung problem sa ibang Christians na nakikita nila yung mga nangyayari na papunta nga doon. So yung ibang Christians parang napapraning na, uy, yan na, yan na. Pero the truth is, it's gonna happen at one point in time. We just don't know if it's now because of this coronavirus thing, which most Christians think, and other Christians think na parang this is just one of the steps towards that.
Mhm.
And at the same time, yung ibang signs then that are biblical, yung earthquakes, like
Mhm.
nung April, there were 45 volcanoes erupting at the same time and a lot of aftershocks and earthquakes. So yan, sinabi ni Jesus yan sa Matthew 24. Pero that's for the second coming. So ibig sabihin yung 45 na volcanic eruptions, wala pa yun. Kasi after the
Uy,
tribulation, the
Mhm.
second
nagko-call
coming.
in si Gutcha. Should we let him in?
But anyway, so na mention ko lang yung and I get it. It's not like in general, pero there's this possibility nga na sometimes people look at rapture as an escape, especially to some Christians. One thing I'd like to ask kasi 'di ba, like especially right now, a lot of people are, I don't know if you have the same feed as I do, pero like I see a lot of people complaining on Instagram or complaining on Facebook, and then posting very long mga uh, commentary about how bad the government is doing, or there are people who saying na parang okay, it's gonna be martial law. Ito yung this is a step to martial law. We may have different opinions, pero I'd like to know what you think. First of all, Do you think the government, to for the time that it knew the pandemic, did a great job about the lockdown, or like since the beginning of the lockdown they've done a good job? If not, which part, and if they did something good, which one is it? And also, like, do you believe, or like, are you one of those who believe that this is gonna be a step towards martial law? Arturo. All right.
I can go first.
Okay.
Me in the beginning when this whole thing started, I was really outspoken and vocal about trying to be fair. Having a fair and balanced view of things. Like, yes,
Uh-huh.
the government's doing things wrong, and yes, their plans are not well thought out. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
our president is way over his head. Parang it's something that he's not equipped to handle. But also at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, like, what 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 do you expect them to do if they're not the smartest people? If they're not the best people, what are they supposed to resign and let someone else do it?
They should have asked for advice from Sweden.
Yeah,
That
I
would have
mean
been.
it's the whole thing. Like, I was trying to encourage positivity and, like, okay, let's only share news that's actually true and objective, not
Helpful.
subjective. Let's be helpful. Let's try to help each other. But I kept getting attacked for some reason. Like, people
Really?
kept commenting on my page saying na parang, oh no, the president is dumbass and he can't do anything right. I don't care. He's not doing anything. He doesn't care about the people. Basta it's all bitching and negativity and whining. And the common
Mm-hmm.
thread that I would see is these are all people from Manila who would
Okay.
comment on my posts saying these things. Like, there was even one person who I was trying to have uh, an objective conversation with. Na, yeah, I mean, he's old, but he's still trying his best. And finally, the person said something to the effect like, "I don't care. I don't like him."
Mm,
So
okay.
after that, I decided, na, okay, like, there's no point in using my time to help people think.
Reinforce
Yeah,
positivity.
to reinforce positivity, because there are all these people who would rather focus on what's wrong and just complain
Yeah.
and find every little bit um, of thing that every little thing that goes wrong and focus on that,
Mm.
and then accuse you for being
Yeah.
uh,
For
wrong
not
because
seeing their point of
yeah,
view.
exactly. No, you should see it my way because this is the right
Yeah.
way. It's like, you can't really. This is not the time to replace the president. You know what I mean? Like, in
We
the
should
middle
have
of
him
a crisis.
assassinated.
Yeah, exactly. That will
We should
solve all of our problems
have.
if you just assassinate him. Nothing bad will happen after that.
Robredo
And
will take over. Then
for
we're all gonna go
everyone
together.
who is listening and thinks I'm being serious, that's obviously sarcasm. Because a regime change
Yeah.
in a crisis is not a good idea at all.
Cut
And
my assassination comment out because
no, leave it
Duterte,
in, leave it in,
Duterte
so
might
that
kill me.
someone will knock on
Cut that
Carlos'
out.
door.
Cut
Like,
that
hello,
out.
sir. We saw this video. Dilawan ka pala, bro. So anyway, yeah, that was me. Like, I was trying to be positive, and then after that whole experience, I told myself na, it's not worth engaging people on social media. So I after that I stopped checking my feed. Then I would only post.
Mm-hmm.
I would only go on Facebook to work, like, to work on our marketing, on writing
Yeah.
ads and stuff. Kasi I
Wait,
don't
wait,
know what it
wait,
is.
wait. By the
There
way,
are really people.
I love
There are really
President
people.
Duterte. I
No,
love
bro.
you.
Just you'll have your chance to talk. Let other people talk naman.
And then nagpapalusot lang muna ako dun sa
Okay,
assassination joke.
okay.
It was
Sige,
a
sige.
joke.
That's cool.
I love
Sige,
you,
sige.
President Duterte.
Just let me finish my sentence, and then we can let you start talking again. So,
Okay.
in my opinion, there really are. I don't know. I feel like the perception of how well the government is doing is very different in um, Metro Manila compared to
Depends
here.
on who you're following.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Depends on who you're following and your geographic location. I have a sense. I get a sense that the people who are based in Metro Manila are more prone to complaining than people who
Yeah.
are outside of Metro Manila.
Yeah, it's a city, so very competitive. So probably that's the case.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been my experience. Like you're not allowed to have
Okay.
a viewpoint um that opposes other people's viewpoints.
I have a question. Yung mga tao na you were engaging with, are they like you know them personally,
Yeah, yeah, I know them
or are they
personally.
like just
No, no, I
random?
know them personally.
Okay.
People.
Okay. And then there's a disagreement when it comes to one point or maybe something, and then there's a disagreement there.
Yeah.
Pero it's not like you were fighting, di ba? It's just
Hindi
a
naman. Just well, for me,
parang
it was
post.
just like whatever point they were making, I would concede if it was true.
Okay, yeah.
Pero
How about you, Carlo?
Depends on which point of view. It's gonna be better for poor people.
We're asking definitely for your point of view here.
From my point of view, for business people, it's not gonna be better because it's
Oh no, no, no. I'm asking about how they're doing. Like not if the future is gonna be good or
okay.
not. So
I think the best approach would have been what Sweden did because they didn't fuck up their economy. Um,
I don't think
Tapos
the
ano,
approach of Sweden is applicable to the Philippines, though,
why?
because they have like we have one person, one doctor for every 1,000 people, and they have like
mm,
I don't know, maybe 1 to 100, maybe.
Oh,
that's true.
The entire
Yeah, I
population of
actually
Sweden is smaller than the population of Metro Manila.
yeah, I actually heard of this. This is an article. They're saying na uh, to think that the lockdown is gonna completely eradicate COVID-19. That is like a pipe dream. It's not gonna happen. The reason why we're having this lockdown is because we're trying to manage yung kano kadami yung tao na mapupunta sa hospital. Kasi if we don't do a lockdown, pag nagsabay-sabay yung infection, our hospitals cannot house all the kumbaga yung may infect. That's exactly what happened to France, and that's exactly what happened to Spain. So sobrang dami ng mga
To
patients
Italy.
nila na they can't house them. Yeah, they can't put them in their hospitals anymore. So it came to a point where they had to choose kung sino na lang yung iti-treat nila and sino yung they'll just not to say let them die, pero parang ganun. So you just have to check kung ano ba yung mortality rate nila. If they have like if they have like 2 more years to live in their lifespan, or yung ranking nila sa society is high, then they're gonna get treated. So parang ganun yung nangyari dahil sa sobrang dami ng infection rate. That's what happened. That's why we're doing the lockdown, is to manage yung kano kadami yung may infect, and para hindi mag-overflow technically yung hospitals natin. Yeah.
well, going back to that question, I don't think well, in terms of the lockdown, they're doing a good job. Pero I don't think na kahit na ganun. Kasi meron herd immunity eh. They should have done, I still think, kahit na mas marami tayong tao, yung mga batang magkaka-COVID, You're gonna get immunity to it. Yun yung ginawa nga ng Sweden. And they just should quarantine the older people. In order for the businesses to still survive this thing. Kasi sabihin na natin na parang bumaba yung death rate sa lockdown. How about the hit to the economy where a lot of people did starve? Yung mga therapists namin, isang kahig, isang tuka lang yan. Tapos siguro nakukuha na lang nila yung 8,000 sa government or whatever. Pero that's not gonna last eh. Our government can't handle that as well. Not unless matuloy nga yung globalism. Kasi we're gonna get supported by like a global government which will give us funds to pay for the poor. Pero, yun. I think they didn't handle it well pa rin. I think we should have not gone into lockdown. Kasi either way, you're fucked by the COVID or you're fucked by the fucked up economy afterwards. Either way, you're fucked. So they should have just made a choice then. Eh, syempre, nakikinig sila sa international opinion na parang, don't kill your grandparents. You're bad towards your grandparents if you go out. That's bullshit. Either way, we're fucked. Eh. What's gonna be the long fuck? The
I
economy.
think
Yeah.
I think it's hindi naman fair to put it in that light. Because, like, for example, I assume you don't know anyone personally who's died from COVID.
I've seen posts on Facebook, but I think it's misdiagnosed. They probably died from some other shit.
Yeah, so
And
like I said, you don't know anyone personally. But, for example, si Jean, may kilala siya. She knows 3 people whose parents died from COVID. Kevin's wife, Jean. And then, yung isa sa mga kaibigan ni Kevin din, si Wax, his dad, who was the head of the lung department at the Lung Center of the Philippines, he had it and he almost died. So it's hard. Like, I don't know. I think it's easy to make a statement like that, like just let old people die.
I'm not saying just let old people die. I'm saying
But
quarantine
that
the
is
old
what you're
people.
saying. That is what you're saying, bro. It's
No,
not.
no, no. I'm
You
saying
can't
quarantine
say.
the old people and let the young people go out and work and do business.
Yeah, but those young people still go home to the old people.
Yun nga,
At the end
dapat
of the
nasa
day,
isang
they.
kwarto lang sila. Tapos nakasiran wrap, ganyan. Nakabalot
I
lang.
think that's
So
the. I think that's what I think that's what's gonna happen on May 16 or May 15. They're gonna do they're gonna resume working na pero 60 years old pataas they're just gonna stay at home. So basically, the 60-year-old and above, they're gonna be retired or they're gonna be forced to retire kasi they can't really go out. And then let the young people live, let the young people work. Is there gonna be a herd immunity after that? Kasi to be fair, herd immunity has been tested in other countries, pero it did not actually work. I'm not sure if there has been a herd immunity already in Sweden. I think they are still in process. Is there gonna be a herd immunity? I cannot say for sure. Pero if Sweden is up to something here, if gumana nga yung herd immunity ngayon, na yun, edi people should start copying what Sweden is doing. Pero to be fair, we don't really know for sure if it's gonna work. Basically, everyone is caught off guard in this regard kasi no one has experienced COVID before. We can look at Singapore. Sabi ni Singapore, okay, we did not have any kasi 'di ba, for some time isa sila sa lowest na case sa Southeast Asia, 'di ba?
yeah, they're
And then they were
experiencing
saying, oh, okay, it's because
a second wave now.
yeah, they said because kasi prepared kami dahil sa SARS and then dahil sa AH1N1, we had it before. So we know how to tackle si COVID. Pero after a while, nagkaroon sila ng new wave. So we can't really say for sure what's going on in here. This is the really tough part about this COVID thing is we the information that's coming to us is very different from what it was like maybe 30 days ago or 60 days ago. So parang paiba-iba yung information because it's a really new thing na not everybody has a firm grasp on it yet. So we do have our ano ba to? We do have our speculations. Pero to say something for sure is not something that's very very wise, I guess. Hindi talaga sumusunod yung mga tao eh. Merong mga pasaway talaga, no?
Oh,
Eh,
meron mga
we can't
pasaway
really say
talaga.
for sure kung I mean, some people would say na parang, "Oh, okay, we're being controlled, ganyan." Pero at this point, I think we have to at least, or the government should at least be in control of, to some extent, of the people. Kasi we don't want this thing to be spreading. Of course, if there are speculations na COVID-19 doesn't exist or it's just a hoax, it's just to keep us inside our houses, then it's gonna be tough to really to have people in the same page about the COVID situation.
Pero mas okay pa nga
Pero
Filipinos eh.
yeah,
I think it's still a hoax up to now. Pero I stay at home kasi, I don't want to get shot by the military.
Yeah, don't go to jail, bro. You don't want to go to jail. It's very
Exactly.
interesting actually kasi
In the
you
States, have you
hear
seen the
about the way
protests?
that what?
Have you seen the protests in the States? Ang
Oh yeah,
daming
all those
nagmamass
dumb
protest.
people.
US
So
is crazy.
so it's
US is
it's
very very
really
crazy.
interesting to see the different ways that people
Deal.
are responding. Like for example, I'm always
Yeah,
hearing, of course, since Francine is in Taiwan, I hear exactly
Taiwan.
what they do there, and it's crazy how how it is in Taiwan. Yeah, like um, almost everything is open. It's crazy. They still have jujitsu training going on in Taiwan until now. Like, can you
Yeah,
imagine any other place na that you can get COVID more? Like, you're hugging each other, the sweat gets everywhere, and yet there's still people training, and there's still no new cases. And
yeah,
what's even more amazing to me is when the government says something, the people have such a high trust in the government that they will do
Yeah.
exactly what the government tells
What the
them.
government.
So there was a case where there was a marine ship, like of their military, came to the town where Fran lives, and then
Uh-huh.
some of them unknowingly they were infected by COVID. Some of those marines, and then they went to all these places in the city. And then,
Uh-huh.
as soon as they found out that they were infected, the government made an announcement through TV, through text, na if you have been to these places at this particular time,
Self quarantine.
yeah, self quarantine and um, please text this number or something like that. Basta contact the government.
Uh-huh.
And like
Mm.
so many people did it. Kung sa
Ah.
Pilipinas yan, do you think people will text the government na, oh, I was in this?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck no, di ba?
Yeah.
They would never do that. Like,
Yeah.
pero in Taiwan, they do it because they know na if
Uh-huh.
they text the government, they will be taken care of.
dito kasi corrupt eh.
Yeah.
Baka
Yun
rapin
nga
ka pa
eh.
eh.
Yun nga eh. Their government is able to keep their country because they have
Trustworthy.
such a high trust rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and
Kasi they're
they're
good.
trusted. Yeah, magaling talaga yung Taiwanese government.
Yeah.
Like I was reading a story of this friend that I know. This this girl, she teaches in Taiwan also. And from the very
She
moment she
hot.
stepped, no, she's not. I sorry. I hope she doesn't watch this. She's
It's okay. We're
she's
not gonna name
entertaining.
names.
Well, if she watches this, she knows that I'm talking about her. I hope she doesn't. So as soon as she got to,
Alright.
as soon as she landed in the airport, it was like clockwork.
Mm.
Like um, she was taken care of from the moment that she arrived all the way until
Mm.
14 days after she arrived. Parang
Mm.
they told her na things will be provided for you. Here's a packet that explains exactly what you need to do. And then and every day she would
Mm.
receive food delivery to her home. If she had any trash,
Wow.
she was instructed to put it in a particular bag and then just leave it outside her apartment and somebody would collect it. Grabe, like
Uh-huh.
every little detail talaga, they took care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So,
Uh,
I
I
mean,
mean, there's a lot of there's okay.
iba talaga kasi the people really trust the government because the government
Yeah.
shows that they can be trusted. So it's like you can't have one without the other, and it's
Yeah.
sadly that's not the case here.
Yeah. Carlo is one prime example na there's no trust in the government. So there's that.
Well,
Pero
I
yeah,
mean,
there's really no trust in the government for us.
he trusts that the government will send him to jail if they catch him.
Yeah.
So there's some
Yeah.
level of trust, like very little
I
so
trust
far.
that
Yeah.
they're assholes.
Very little. No, no,
Exactly,
no. That's
exactly.
that's not trust. That's a fear. That's just fear. Pero
No, that's
I
trust.
think another I think another part of the I think another part why it's hard for us to do that yung sinabi mo nga yung magte-text sa government is because like uh to us in our tradition or parang imprinted na sa mga minds natin na pag nagkaroon tayo ng sakit uh tsaka lang tayo mag-act. Parang we don't have this mindset na okay, it's better to prevent the disease or it's better to prevent the sickness than to cure yung sakit. Kasi sa atin ano pagka nagkaroon na ng sakit, tsaka lang tayo magte-take ng action, di ba? Like to
Yeah,
them,
the
it's
bahala
better for
na.
them to prevent yung disease before it actually happened. And that's in this particular pandemic, that's a very good way to attack it, to just prevent it na mangyari kasi once it's there, it's really hard to get out. Kaya it's better talaga to prevent na lang yun. Yeah. So thank you very
Time
much
to
guys.
play
And,
Dota Underlords. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
mamaya
thanks for having us.
9:30 yung
It was a
schedule
good
natin.
conversation. Let's do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, we'll do some stream. Let's stream yung Dirty Old
9:30,
Gamers
9:30.
soon.
Maglalaro na ako ngayon.
Yeah.
See you later,
See what
guys.
happens. Pero thank you, Maxi. Thank you, Carlo. Later, guys.